loves, welcome back to my channel. I feel like it's been so long since I've gotten to sit in my chair and talk to you all, but that's because I spent 2 weeks in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and I literally had the time of my life. I got such a great tan and I switched up my hair. Actually, I should show y'all the hair a little bit more. I hope that gives like a good angle of everything. I actually didn't even go to one of those Instagram people or hairstylists. I literally went to the African aunties down the street in Brooklyn and showed them a picture and they were done in like 4 hours. I love it. And of course I had to go blonde because I was going to Brazil. If you don't know, they always have like the boys even dyed their hair blonde. Some of the girls are blonde. I just loved it. And I'm not really that person that always leans into color when it comes to my hair. So I felt like if I was going to do color, if I was going to do blonde, obviously Rio is the place to do it. But before we go any further, if you are new here, welcome. You're going to love it here. Go ahead and stop what you're doing and go ahead and subscribe to my channel because why would you not want to know when I post new videos? Because I'm absolutely fabulous. I'm going to show you my style tips, how to maximize your wardrobe, and just my life around New York City and sometimes traveling along the way. So in today's video, I want to talk to you all about your travel essentials. Summer is upon us. I don't think summer has officially hit yet because honestly, here in New York, even today, it's like 40 degrees. So I don't know when summer is actually going to hit, but because it is summer and springtime and travel season is upon us, you need to be prepared. And I think that these essentials are going to make your wardrobe stretch. So let's get into it. So the first thing you absolutely need is a good pair of sneakers. Sneakers. You always need sneakers. And honestly, I feel like a lot of times people forget to pack sneakers, especially if you're going to a warm place where, like Rio de Janeiro, where honestly the shoe of the country is, or the shoe of the city and the country is literally a flip flop. So you don't necessarily think you need to bring sneakers or even socks sometimes, but I always wear sneakers to the airport because I do feel like if you are like me and such an intentional packer, speaking of packing, if you didn't check out my Dubai packing vlog, and now I call them dress rehearsals because I love to try on every single outfit. Once I have the itinerary, I try on outfits for every single day, every single activity, mainly just so that I am not taking up room in my suitcase because I do like to really only do like carry-on. So that's really crucial for me when it comes to packing is making sure every outfit has a place and every outfit has an event or why am I bringing it. So with that said, I always try to wear my sneakers and the sneakers of choice that I have are the Solomons. Now, my Solomons are these nice pretty cotton candy pink purple blue color. They're super feminine, but what I love about them is one, they're super comfortable, they're stylish, and they're super functional. Okay, Solomon, the root of the shoe is, I think it's like a hiking sneaker. It's supposed to be good for walks. Now, that's not something that you think you would necessarily need to bring if you're going to a Miami or you're going to St. Bart's or you're going to St. Lucia or Jamaica or Rio de Janeiro. However, if you are a person like me who does do sometimes excursions, you always want to have a good sneaker because even when we went on this trip, at first it was a girls trip and then my fiance came. It was so cute. We spent 2 weeks. It was fabulous. But we the first day on the girls trip we did a Jeep tour. Now, necessarily you didn't really need sneakers, like you would have been fine in flip-flops, but it was through the rainforest. It was through kind of walking and hiking and like it wasn't anything strenuous. However, I just knew that a sneaker is necessary for that, or at least I would feel more comfortable if I'm walking through grass and greenery that I want my toes covered because you just never know where you're going to step and I don't want to play that. So the number one thing that you need is a good sneaker that is comfortable, stylish, and functional. Don't bring them little cheap sneakers that's gonna fall apart. Like you need a good travel sneaker so wherever you go, even if you're through the airport, maybe it rains. What if you're on a vacation and it rains and the only thing you have is flip-flops and sandals? Now I'm not saying necessarily like the sneakers can go with some of the outfits you have, but you better be safe than sorry, right? Like it just would suck if it rained, which that has happened on several vacations. It rains and then the only thing I have is sandals and then I'm just like, damn, like what? So Get you a good pair of sneakers, or if you already have a good pair of sneakers, make them your travel sneakers and don't leave the house without them. You will regret it. So on to the next one. So the next tip that I think that you absolutely need in your wardrobe is a long jacket, I won't say a long jacket, but you need something that you can wear on top of your outfit, but it does not compromise the outfit. Now, I have this long, I don't even know, like camisole type of flowing jacket because Rio de Janeiro, it was very warm, but I will say at times, technically, it was their fall season. So at night, sometimes literally it would get very cool, not like cold, but it was just nice to have something covering my shoulders because I do get cold very quickly. And I don't necessarily want to wear a jacket. I don't necessarily want to wear the jacket I wore on the airplane that might be like a hoodie or thicker. But I do want to have something that I can throw over my shoulders. Even when I went to Dubai, I'm going to continue to plug my Dubai vlog. I had a nice scarf that I could just throw over my arms because you always want to be prepared, right? But you don't want to compromise your outfit. I wore this long jacket that I did get in Dubai and with some short shorts and a nice top. Now, it was absolutely fabulous. And what I love about this type of jacket is that it can transition. When you are packing, you don't want to take up too much room, but this is such a thin material, yet it's still impactful. I love how the detail of the shimmer is there, or the jewels around the I guess the lining of the jacket and around the sleeves, but it's light enough where it's not going to take up a lot of room in my suitcase, and it's still fabulous enough where I can wear this during the day. I wore this when we were just shopping around the city, and I also wore it in the evening to cover up a bikini top that I was wearing. So I think that that is another thing that you should consider to purchase if you don't, because that is something, if I didn't purchase this in Dubai, I wouldn't have anything like that. And if you don't want to wear a jacket, bring like a scarf or a shawl or something that you can easily throw on top of your outfit without taking away from your outfit, because I hate being cold. And honestly, I don't know about y'all. If I'm cold, I can't think about anything else. I mean, I guess it's the same when I'm hot though, too. But like when I'm cold, I'm irritated. Like I literally cannot function when I'm cold. So I love being able to have this that's lightweight, that is also not compromising my outfit. So be sure to grab you a piece and make sure that you pack it on your next travel outing. On to the next one. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is flowy pants. Now, these wide leg pants, I absolutely love. I got them from Zara years ago. They're wide leg. They were actually too long, which is crazy because I'm about like 5'7", 5'8", and I had to get them hemmed. But honestly, the best purchase ever, and I think that they were like $30 because they're so comfortable. They're nude, so they go with absolutely everything in my wardrobe, especially when it comes to summer vacations. I think I bring these pants on every single vacation, at least if it's in a warm climate. I live in these pants. I wore these with an outfit in Dubai. I wore these in Rio de Janeiro with this fabulous top that I actually got in Rio de Janeiro. And sidebar, the best thing that you can do if you are a person who believes in souvenirs, well, I think we should all believe in souvenirs. However, my souvenirs are always fabulous. Okay. I'm beyond the shot glasses, I'm beyond the magnets, I'm beyond the postcards. I try to find designers that are exclusive in that city or that country, and maybe not exclusive, but they're originated in that place, because I just love one feeling like I'm exclusive. And when people ask me, where'd you get that? I have to say, I got it in Brazil. You can't get it. But it's not to make it in an elitist way. It's just to say that, like, that's what you do in your travels. And this is what will allow you to maximize your wardrobe. Because I got that top on the trip, I packed those pants, and I made that outfit on the trip. You understand what I'm saying? I got that jacket that I was just talking to you all about in Dubai, and now I'm wearing it on another trip. And when people ask me, oh, what did you get in Dubai? I got this. I got what I'm wearing. Now, I know that might be niche. Maybe you're really not into fashion, but I feel like if you're not into fashion, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? Okay? You should be into fashion, not even fashion, because I feel like fashion is such a loaded word. But I just really encourage you all, if you're shopping for things this summer, leave a little room in your suitcase to purchase things in that country. Find unique designers, unique boutiques. And when I say designer, I'm not saying a pretty penny. I'm not saying you have to spend a lot. I spent like, I think $20 on that top that I'm wearing. But I think it just adds to the uniqueness of building your personal style. And that's really what I want you all to lean into. Because as soon as I bought that top, I was like, I know exactly how I can wear this on this trip. And it's with these wide leg pants. I think the wide leg pants and a nude wide leg pant is a mandatory staple in your summer wardrobe, your summer travel, not only because it's versatile and it's neutral, but because it's comfortable. These pants are so comfortable. You need a flattering bottom that is comfortable. You can dress it up, you can dress it down, but you absolutely need that in your wardrobe this summer. Okay? It could be, I'd say go with nude if you don't have any because it's so super interchangeable. However, I have pink wide leg pants, I have denim wide leg pants. There's so many things that you can do with wide leg pants, but I just think that the neutral color is just such a great piece to make sure that you add in all of your travels because there's no place that I feel like you can go where that wouldn't work unless it's like a winter type of vibe or like a cold climate. But anything that's warm, a wide leg nude pant is going to be your staple and it can go good with anything that's already in your wardrobe. Okay. Now, on to the next. Now, the last thing I'm going to say that you need in your wardrobe is a matching set, a good matching set. Actually, I bought a matching set at Farm Rio when I was in Rio de Janeiro, and Rio de Janeiro, Farm Rio, that is a store that is pretty much sold all over the world. You can find that they don't have like a brick and mortar store in, I don't know if they have a brick and mortar store in the States. I know they definitely don't have one in New York, but that is a brand that is originally from Brazil. So I had to absolutely stop in. And of course, it was cheaper there. Everything is, I feel like, cheaper in the origin place. But I say you need a matching set because a matching set is the easiest thing you can add in any of your wardrobes. But I think for a travel day, especially when you first get in, and you maybe have a welcome dinner or you guys are just kind of like chilling and you don't want to think about what you want to put on, but you still want to show up cute, a matching set is going to do it every single time. Every single time. You've gotten off of a 13-hour flight, or at least I did. And then we went to dinner, and I didn't want to think about my outfit because I just got off of a 13-hour flight. I still wanted to show up, be cute, hit the bars, and still feel confident in what I'm wearing. But I didn't want to think too hard on it. So I think a matching set is the key to that. Okay. The key to that. You can absolutely look fabulous and putting pieces together, but I'm trying to help you all make easy, fashionable choices so that you are not showing up distressed. What am I going to wear? I don't know. Does this look right? You already know it looks right. And most of the time, the matching sets are always super comfortable, at least the ones that I purchase. And I encourage you to do the same. And the best thing about a matching set, too, if you're going to get one, especially for this summer, I'm not talking about the matching beach cover up set. I'm talking about a set that can take you again from day to night. I've shown you my favorite matching set about like 3, 4 times, but I'm still gonna plug it. I wore it in Dubai. I showed you all this in my last video of a matching set. Actually, my whole last video was about matching sets because it's just so easy to do, you guys. And then what I also love about the matching set, especially if we're trying to maximize our wardrobe and maximize the space in our small luggage, a matching set can easily be turned into 4 outfits instead of one, 5 outfits instead of two. So you just have to think about that if you're really trying to, one, maximize your wardrobe, maximize the space in your wardrobe, and make sure you leave a little bit more room for shopping while you are in the country. I had such a great time in Rio de Janeiro. It will see me again. But I will say, as we're at the end of the video, I just loved the country so much. But the biggest thing that I loved about being in the city is that the black people there, y'all normally see me with my puff and like y'all see me with my natural hair. Normally vacation McKenzie, I don't want to do my hair. I don't want to deal with my hair. But that was the first place ever. And I actually had to get rid of the mic because the mic died. So if the audio is off, bear with me. But I just wanted to say that Rio de Janeiro was just such a fabulous city to be in for 2 weeks because I have traveled across the world and around the world. I've been to so many different countries, but this is the first country that I've ever been to where the black girls were wearing their afros. And I mean, like, all the black girls wear their afros, and I felt like a traitor in a way, because I'm like, y'all see me every week. I have my puff, or I have some type of natural hair going on, and I love my natural hair. I just vacation McKenzie, I just don't feel like doing it. So I got these braids, which I also absolutely love. But I loved seeing that. And I mean, not just natural hair and kind of watching off on the sidelines, like natural hair, getting their hair wet, coming out of the water, not even worried about their hair, not worried about it being wet, not worried about it being frizzy. Like, it just was so refreshing to see, y'all. Like, literally, it was so refreshing. I can't even, it kind of like makes me emotional, because I just feel like for so long, so many of us have had such a tough relationship when it comes to our hair and wearing our natural hair. Up until I was about like 16 years old, I had a perm. I was on the creamy crack. My hair was breaking off, so I had to, like, I just pivoted completely to just being natural and figuring out my hair. And ever since then, I've kind of like leaned all the way into it. Of course, I still wear sew-ins. I'm not anti-weave. I'm not anti-extensions. I'm not anti any of that. I think you should do whatever you want to do to make you feel beautiful. However, I will say, what I hope that makes you feel beautiful at least some point in your life is wearing your natural hair, because it was gorgeous to see. And I've actually picked up so many different hair products. Actually, I'll show you. Look at this, y'all. This is an absolute, I haven't used any of the products. I literally just got back, but this product is just gel. I got a hair mask and some other conditioner, and it's a black woman on there with her full hair out. You don't even see this type of branding in America. Like, there's plenty of natural hair care lines for sure, but it's never a dark-skinned black woman with big boobs, and she's very voluptuous. She's a curvy woman with a big fro. I haven't seen it. I do think they do sell this brand at Target, I think, or I've seen it at certain like locations. Maybe you can buy it on Amazon. But also, these big products were only like $8. And y'all know in America, a bottle like this could easily run you $20. But I just say all of that to say, like, I had such a great time in Rio, and it was just such a beautiful country. I was so blessed that the weather was perfect the entire time. There was one time where we tried to see Christ the Redeemer, and oh my gosh, that was a long story. But when my fiance came, we went again, and it was perfect. Thank you so much for making it this far into the video. Again, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because I am trying to grow on YouTube. Share this with a friend. Share this with a friend who is traveling this summer and doesn't know what they need to buy, what they need to pack. Now, this isn't a full extended packing video, but I think that these travel essentials will help you the next time you travel. So I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.